Let's talk about Star Wars Starfighter. So they're saying now it will go back to the joy and excitement of how it felt when we were kids watching Star Wars, says screenwriter Jonathan Tropper. I would say that fans should expect something new and different, but very much in the spirit of the original Star Wars movies. We really wanted adventure, excitement, wish fulfillment, and the joy that we felt as little kids seeing those first versions of the movies. Anything that grows for generations develops a lot more mythology and weight in history. And I saw this tweet response, and it actually made me think. I had to sit back and think for a second. Marion here says, it's fascinating the messaging always centers on Gen X men that were kids during the original trilogy and not, kids now. And Marion, you're absolutely right. That is fascinating. I don't totally understand it because I've said many, many times before that these IPs should be focusing on picking up new fans, because we're getting older and eventually these IPs are just going to die out with a generation of people. So I do feel like they should be focusing on that. But the problem is, whenever they do that, you get a bunch of people in my age demographic, 40 to 60 years old, that scream and holler that they don't like it because it's catering to a quote unquote modern audience. So they can't really do that because a bunch of angry younger boomers and older Gen Xers just can't shut up about this stuff. And I actually wish it wasn't like this, because honestly, I've liked almost everything that Star Wars has done over the years to bring engagement back into this franchise with new characters and new stories. But until we get some people in charge at Disney that are willing to push back in a big way against all of these guys out here on the internet that are screaming and hollering, it's going to keep being this. Making content for people that were kids in the 70s and 80s and no one else of any other ages. And that's kind of crazy. But I'm still hoping that Star Wars Starfighter is good. Fingers crossed.